Marine biologists John Bowman and Will Olson had explored remote stretches of the Everglades for over a decade, but nothing in their experience matched what their sonar revealed on a sweltering July afternoon. Gliding slowly through a narrow, untouched channel, their equipment suddenly displayed a field of perfect circular signatures clustered in dense, unnatural formations. At first, they assumed it was a glitch, but the readings repeated, hundreds of identical shapes carpeting the swamp floor. Curious and uneasy, they anchored their skiff and slipped into the murky green water. Visibility was poor, but as they approached the bottom, dark outlines emerged from the haze. When the silt cleared, both men stopped cold. Massive tractor tires, not a few, not dozens, but hundreds, were scattered across the swamp bed, some partially buried, others stacked like a submerged graveyard. Many were coated in slime and sediment, but even beneath the muck, the sheer volume was unmistakable. Someone had turned a protected section of the Everglades into an illegal industrial dumping ground. Realizing the ecological threat, rubber leaching toxins, metal belts rusting into the soil, and wildlife potentially getting trapped, John and Will contacted state conservation officials. Within days, they had assembled a full recovery team, divers, heavy lift specialists, and a barge crew equipped with hydraulic winches and inflatable lift balloons built to move submerged industrial debris. But the very first tire they tried to raise changed everything. As Will secured the lift straps, he noticed the tire resisted movement far more than expected. When the team finally heaved it onto the barge, it slammed down with a weight that made the deck shudder. A thick layer of waterproof industrial sealant had been applied around the inner rim, far beyond what any ordinary tire would require. Someone had deliberately sealed it shut. Suspicious, they transported the tire to their Miami research facility, where they could dissect it safely. The tire was bolted to a reinforced metal table, and John powered up a high-torque rotary saw. Even with industrial blades, slicing through the rubber took nearly an hour. Sparks snapped from the steel belts as they carved around the rim, the lab's filtration system humming to keep the smoke down. When the casing finally gave way, the tire split with a dull crack. A stale metallic smell drifted out. Will lifted a light and peered inside, then recoiled. His face went pale instantly. Inside the tire were bundled, precisely wrapped objects stacked with careful, methodical intent. Nothing about them belonged in a swamp, and nothing about them suggested simple dumping. Within seconds, John was on the phone alerting federal authorities. What they discovered inside that first tire would launch a sweeping investigation and reveal why someone went to such extraordinary lengths to hide them in the depths of the Everglades. Like If You Want Part 2?